Om Shanti, 10th of July 2025, Morning Murli, Baptada Madhuban. Essence, sweet children, renounce body consciousness and become soul conscious. Only those who are soul conscious are called part of the godly community. Question: how is the spiritual gathering of your children different from all other spiritual gatherings? Answer: this is the only spiritual gathering where you listen to the knowledge of souls and the Supreme Soul. You study here to attain your aim and objective, which is in front of you. In other spiritual gatherings, neither do they study nor do they have any aim or objective. Om Shanti. The spiritual father explained to you spiritual children. You spiritual children are listening to him. The father first explains, whenever you sit here, do so while considering yourself to be souls. Do not consider yourself to be bodies. Those who are body conscious are said to belong to the devil's community. Those who are soul conscious are said to belong to the godly community. God doesn't have a body. He is constantly soul conscious. He is the Supreme Soul, the Father of all souls. The Supreme Soul means the highest on high. When people speak of God, the highest on high, it enters in their intellects that His form is an incorporeal oval image. The incorporeal oval image is also worshipped. He is an omnipresent oval image. The incorporeal oval image is also worshipped. He is the highest of all souls. He too is a soul, but He is the highest soul of the all. He doesn't enter the cycle of birth and death. All others take rebirth and they are all part creation. The whole human world is the creation. The creator is called the Father. A man is also called a creator. He adopts a wife, creates a creation with her. He then sustains their creation, but he doesn't destroy it. All the founders of religions create a religion and then also sustain it. None of them destroyed it. The unlimited Father is called the Supreme Soul, just as the form of soul is a point. So, the form of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is also a point. However, the large oval image that they make on the path of devotion is just so that they can't worship them. Otherwise, how could a point of be worshipped? In Bharat, when they create a sacrificial fire of Rudra, they create a Sivlingam and saligrams of clay, then worship them. That is called the sacrificial fire of Rudra. In fact, its real name is Rajasva Asvamek Avinasi Rudra Gita Gyan Yagya. In bracket, the sacrificial fire of the imperishable knowledge of Gita by Rudra, in which the horse is sacrificed to attain self-sovereignty. Bracket closed. This too is mentioned in the scriptures. The Father now tells you children, consider yourself to be souls. In no other spiritual gathering does anyone have this knowledge of souls or the Supreme Soul, nor is anyone able to give it. There is no aim or objective here. You children are now studying this study. You know that a soul enters a body. Souls are imperishable, whereas bodies are perishable. A soul plays his part through his body. Souls are bodiless, whereas bodies are perishable. You came bodiless and you have to return bodiless. Adopted a body, but before you can return, you have to become bodiless. The Father sits here and explains this. You children alone. You children also know that when it was the golden age in Bharat, it used to be a kingdom of deities. There was just one religion. The people of Bharat don't even know this much. Those who don't know the Father don't know anything. The ancient rishis and munis also used to say, we neither know the Creator nor the creation. The Creator is the unlimited Father, only He knows the beginning, the middle and the end of creation. The beginning is called the start and the middle period is the period in between. In the beginning, there is the golden age, which is called the day. Then the night lasts from the middle on the end. The day lasts for the golden and silver ages. Heaven was the wonder of the world. Only Bharat was heaven, where Lakshmi and Narayan used to rule. The people of Bharat do not know this. The Father is now establishing heaven. The Father says, consider yourself to be souls. I am a first class soul. At this time, all human beings are body conscious. The Father makes you soul conscious. The Father also tells you what the soul is. Human beings don't know anything at all, although they say that a wonderful star shines in the center of the forget. They don't know what is the or how it has part record in it. The Father has now explained this to you. You people of Bharat have to play your parts for 84 births. Bharat is now an elevated land. It is the pilgrimage place for all human beings. The Father comes here in order to grant salvation to everyone. He liberates us from Ravan's kingdom. He becomes our guide and takes us back home. People just say that without understanding the meaning of it. At first, there were deities in Bharat, then they had to take rebirth. It is the people of Bharat who become deities then warriors. Merchants and sutras, they take birth. They take rebirth. It is the people of Bharat who become deities. Your impure intellects have to be purified. Lakshmi and Narayan used to rule in the pure world. When it was their kingdom in Bharat, there were no other religions. There was only the one religion kingdom. Bharat was very solvent. Their places were studded with diamonds and jewels. Then, when Ravan's kingdom began, they became worshippers. They went onto the path of devotion and built temples, etc. They built the temple of Somnath. There wasn't just one temple. Here, too, in the temple to Shiva, there were so many diamonds and jewels that Muhammad Gunavis took them away in camel loads. There was so much there that even hundreds of thousands of camels could not have taken them all. In the Golden Age, there were so many places of gold, studded with diamonds and jewels. The Golden Age, there were so many places of gold, studded with diamonds and jewels. Muhammad Gurnavi only came recently. There were so many places, etc. Even the Copper Age, they were all buried by earthquakes. There was no golden island of Ravan. That symbol is what the condition of Bharat become in Trajan's kingdoms. It becomes 100% irreligious, unrighteous, insolvent, impure, and vicious. The new world is said to be viceless. Bharat used to be the temple of Shiva, in brackets Shivalaya. It was also called the wonder of the world. There used to be very few human beings there. There are now billions of human beings. Just think about it. It is now the most auspicious confluence age for your children. It is now that the Father giving you divine intellect and making you into the most elevated human beings. The Father gives you elevated direction in order to change you from ordinary human beings into deities. It is only of the Father's direction that is said, your ways and the means are unique. No one knows the meaning of that. The Father explains, I give you such elevated direction that you become deities. The Iron Age is now coming to an end. The destruction of the old world is in front of you. Human beings are in total darkness and sleeping in the sleep of Kumbhakarna. It is said, it is written in the scriptures that is the Iron Age, still it is infancy because they are still for 40,000 years to go because they believe in 8.4 million space years. They have legend that the duration of cycle. In fact, it is only 5,000 years. The Father explains you take 84 births, not 8.4 millions. The unlimited Father knows all of those whose pictures, etc. This is why he says that all of the human beings belong to the path of devotion, which lasts for half a cycle, and that no one can meet him through those. Consider this: if the duration of the each cycle were hundreds of thousands of years, the population would then be very large. Since the population of Christians has become so large in only 2000 years, the original religion of Bharat is the deity religion that should continue, but because they have forgotten their original eternal deity religion, they have said that their religion is Hindu. There is no such religion as Hindu. Bharat used to be so elevated. When there was the original eternal deity religion, it was the land of Vishnu. It is now land of Ravan. Look what those deities have now become after taking 84 births. The people of Bharat consider the deities to be viceless and themselves to be vicious. Therefore, they worship the deities. In the golden age, Bharat was viceless. It became a new world and it was called New Bharat. This is old Bharat. What was that new Bharat like and what is old Bharat like? In that new world, Bharat was new and now. In this old world, Bharat is old. Bharat has its state become. Bharat used to be heaven and it has now become hell. Bharat used to be the most solvent. Bharat is now most insolvent. It is beginning from everyone. It is even beginning from its own people. This is something to be understood. When body conscious human beings of today have a little money, they think that they are sitting in heaven. They know nothing at all about heaven, the land of happiness, because they have stone intellects. Now, because they are impure, you have to make them sit in a bhakti for 7 days. To make their intellects divine, impure ones are not allowed to sit here. Only people one hand stay here. Impure ones cannot be allowed to come here. You are now sitting at the most auspicious confluence age. You know that Baba is making you the most elevated of all. This is the story of the true Narayan. The true Father is coming to purify you. The praise, the ocean of peace and the ocean of purity belongs to Him. It cannot be praise of anyone else. The praise of deities in destiny from the praise of Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul Shiva. He is the dynasty and then those of the Mason dynasty, etc. Human beings don't understand the meaning of Him, so they say, I, a soul, am the Supreme Soul. How wrong they are. You must now explain to them how the stage of Bharat ascends and descends. This is knowledge where all that devotion. In the golden age, everyone was pure. It was the kingdom of the king and queen. There was no advices there because the king and queen were the masters of themselves. They had received their inheritance from the father. They had wisdom. Lakshmi and Narayan didn't need to take advice from anyone. There were no advices here. No other land is even as pure as Bharat was. It was such a great and pure land. It was named heaven, whereas it now hell. Only the Father can change this hell into heaven. Acha, to you sweeted, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from Mother, the Father Baptada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you spiritual children. Essence for Dharana 1. Follow the elevated directions of the One Father and become deities from ordinary humans. At this beautiful auspicious confluence age, make your intellects divine and become the most elevated ones. Second, sit in a bhakti for 7 days and purify your impure intellects. Listen to the true story of true Narayan from the true Father and become Narayan from a human being. Blessing, may you be honest and trustworthy and use every traces according to the Father's directions for any task. An honest and trustworthy person is someone who doesn't use the traces he has received from the Father for any task without his directions. If you waste your time, words, actions, breath, or thoughts in following the dictates of others or under the influence of wrong company, if you think about others instead think about it yourself, if you are being arrogant, about something instead of having self respect. If you follow the dictates of your own mind instead of following Srimant, you cannot then be said to be honest. You have received all these traces to benefit the world, and so to use them for the task is to be honest. Slogan: opposition has to be against Maya and not the divine family. Aviak signal: accumulate the power of thoughts and become an instrument for elevated service. All souls belong to the unlimited family, and so no soul of our family should be deprived of blessing. Always have such elevated thoughts filled with zeal and enthusiasm in your hearts. Do not remain busy with just your own household. Remain stable in an unlimited stage and have the elevated thought to serve unlimited soul. This is the easy way to success. Om Shanti.